The floodlights shone brightly at the Etihad Stadium yesterday, May 20th, 2025. Manchester City faced AFC Bournemouth in a vital Premier League fixture. For City, the stakes were incredibly high. They entered the match sitting in 6th place. A victory was essential to keep their Champions League qualification hopes alive. The tension was palpable even before the first whistle blew. Every pass, every tackle would carry immense weight in this late-season clash. Bournemouth, though safe in mid-table, aimed to spoil the party and had previously defeated City. City started with intent, eager to impose their game. Their early pressure paid off. In the 14th minute, Omar Marmoush found the back of the net. Mateo Kovacic provided the crucial assist for the opening goal. This was Marmoush's 8th goal for Manchester City. He has been a revelation since his arrival in January 2025. His consistent scoring has provided a new attacking dimension for the team. Before this match, he already had 6 goal contributions in his initial 12 starts, proving his worth quickly. The home side continued to dominate proceedings after taking the lead. Their passing was crisp and their movement off the ball troubled the Bournemouth defence. Bernardo Silva, ever industrious, soon doubled City's advantage. He scored in the 38th minute, a well-taken goal. The assist came from the experienced İlkay Gündoğan, whose vision unlocked the defence. Silva's goal further asserted City's control over the match. It reflected their attacking superiority during a commanding first-half display, leaving Bournemouth with a mountain to climb. As the half-time whistle blew, Manchester City led 2-0. This scoreline was a fair reflection of their performance. It also aligned with some pre-match predictions, which had City leading at the interval. For AFC Bournemouth, the first half was a difficult experience. They had hoped to secure a result that might push them towards European contention. Their previous 2-1 victory over City in November 2024 seemed a distant memory. Now they faced an uphill battle to get back into this contest against a determined City side. The second half brought more intensity and significant incidents. Manchester City were keen to maintain their advantage. However, their task became more complicated in the 67th minute. Mateo Kovacic, who had earlier assisted the first goal, was shown a red card. The dismissal was for a foul on Bournemouth's Evanilson. Some reports described it as a tactical foul, a deliberate attempt to stop a promising attack. Playing with 10 men meant City had to reorganise. Their midfield structure was suddenly under considerable pressure for the remaining part of the game. The numerical disadvantage for Manchester City did not last long. Just 6 minutes later, in the 73rd minute, the numbers were evened. AFC Bournemouth's Lewis Cook received a red card. His challenge on City's Nico Gonzalez was deemed dangerous. The Premier League later confirmed that VAR reviewed the incident. The video assistant referee upheld the on-field decision. The tackle was high above the ankle and involved excessive force. Both teams were now down to 10 players, setting up a tense final period of the match. Amidst the on-field drama, a profoundly emotional moment unfolded. In the 69th minute, Kevin De Bruyne was substituted. This was his 142nd and final home league appearance for Manchester City. The Etihad Stadium rose in unison to give the Belgian maestro a thunderous standing ovation. It was a poignant farewell to a player who has given so much to the club. After the final whistle, Manchester City held a special tribute to honour his immense contributions over the years. His departure marks the end of an era for the club. Despite the farewell and the red cards, there was more goal action to come. In the 89th minute, Nico Gonzalez scored Manchester City's 3rd goal. It was a special moment for the January signing, as it marked his first goal for the club. Matheus Nunes provided the assist for Gonzalez, capping off a good team move. Bournemouth, however, did not give up. They managed to score a late consolation goal. Daniel Jebbison found the net in the 6th minute of stoppage time. The final score read Manchester City 3, AFC Bournemouth 1. Several individual performances caught the eye during this engaging contest. For AFC Bournemouth, defender Dean Huyson was particularly impressive. He was even rated as the player of the match by some observers, with an average rating of 8.69. His solid defensive work stood out, and it is understood he is set to join Real Madrid. Another Bournemouth player, Evanilson, was a constant threat in attack. He was unlucky not to score, hitting the post with one effort. He was also involved in the incident leading to Kovacic's red card, showing his impact. On the Manchester City side, Kevin De Bruyne, despite his emotional farewell, was active. He nearly capped his final home league game with a goal. Unfortunately, his close-range opportunity struck the crossbar, denying him a fairy tale finish. Another significant positive for City was the return of Rodri. The influential midfielder made his comeback from injury. He had not played since September, and his presence provided a boost. His return is timely, as City push for a strong end to their season and Champions League qualification. A look at the match statistics provides further insight into the game's dynamics. Manchester City enjoyed the majority of possession, with 57.3% compared to Bournemouth's 42.7%. This territorial advantage allowed City to dictate the tempo for large parts of the match. In terms of attacking threat, City also led the way. They registered a total of 12 shots throughout the game. Bournemouth, while creating fewer opportunities, still managed 8 shots. These figures highlight City's offensive intent, though Bournemouth were not without their moments. Further statistical details reveal more about the contest. Manchester City had 5 shots on target, converting 3 of them into goals. AFC Bournemouth managed 2 shots on target, with 1 resulting in their late goal. The foul count was higher for the visitors. Bournemouth committed 13 fouls, while City committed 7. This perhaps reflected Bournemouth's efforts to disrupt City's rhythm. In terms of set-piece opportunities from corners, Manchester City had 3, while Bournemouth earned just 1. These numbers collectively paint a picture of City's deserved, albeit hard-fought, victory. Both managers opted for a similar 4-2-3-1 formation. Manchester City lined up with Ederson in goal. The defence comprised Matheus Nunes, Ruben Dias, Manuel Akanji and Josko Gvardiol. Mateo Kovacic and Ilkay Gundogan formed the double pivot in midfield. Ahead of them, Bernardo Silva and Omar Marmoush flanked Kevin De Bruyne. Erling Haaland led the line as the lone striker. Notably, Marmoush often drifted into the number 10 spot when De Bruyne roamed, showcasing tactical flexibility. This setup aimed to balance defensive solidity with attacking fluidity. AFC Bournemouth mirrored this formation. Kepa Arrizabalaga was in goal, protected by a back four of Julian Araujo, Ilya Zabarnyi, Dean Huijsen and Milos Kerkez. Lewis Cook and Tyler Adams anchored the midfield. The attacking midfield trio consisted of Antoine Semenyo, Justin Kluivert and Marcus Tavernier. Evanilson was deployed as the central striker. Bournemouth's tactical approach was designed to be compact defensively. They aimed to hit City on the counter-attack, utilising the pace of their wide players and the presence of Evanilson up front. The red cards, of course, forced adjustments. This victory had significant implications for Manchester City in the Premier League standings. The 3 points lifted them from 6th to 3rd place. They now require just 1 more point from their final game of the season against Fulham. Securing that point will guarantee them a coveted Champions League spot for next season. This is a remarkable turnaround considering their precarious position before this crucial match. The win showcased their resilience and ability to perform under immense pressure when the stakes are highest. For AFC Bournemouth, the defeat at the Etihad ended their aspirations of qualifying for European football. They remain in 11th place in the table, a position they held before the match. Pre-match odds heavily favoured Manchester City, who were -310 favourites, while Bournemouth were +700 underdogs. Expert predictions, such as City leading at half-time and Marmoush contributing a goal or assist, proved accurate. Looking ahead, Bournemouth fullback Milos Kerkez continues to be linked with potential moves to larger clubs, including Manchester City and Liverpool, highlighting his talent.